Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Q3, Q4 has been terrible for me at work, in my personal life. It has been super busy. Like, I've had no time to do anything. Every time I try to vlog, I have to stop because something comes up or I just stop talking. So these vlogs, I apologize in advance for whatever you're seeing. It's a lot. But today, what I'm going to get back into working on is some code that I've been working on for like a week. I'm trying to get this report for someone's project done. I'm going to put it in. I want to automate it. I sent them like a test file yesterday. I haven't received a response from them yet. Like, if this is what they want, like, I need you to check it to make sure that it has everything you need, because what I don't like to do, well, one, sometimes you need to see what it is that, as the end user, you need to see it. Like, you may be like, I want X, Y, and Z. But when you see it and you go to use it, you're like, actually, I need some additional things. So now is the time for us to make modifications to your request. You know, don't let me close this out and move on to working on another project, because there's plenty of work for me to be doing, you know, and I don't want to stop and be like, oh, this is closed out, and then you come back, actually I need this, actually I need, like, those are the requests that can get annoying, because it's like, we asked, you had time to test it, you had time to confirm this is what you need. I don't need you reopening this issue that we need to go back to it, you know. I understand sometimes, like, other stakeholders may want modifications or things that are needed that you didn't think of. Those are one-offs, but please take it back. Please have everyone that needs to review it. So I'm gonna start building a Tableau dashboard for it and publish it to the server. And actually, hold on, did she send me these IDs? All right, she did not. So as you may or may not be aware, I am the admin for our work group's Tableau server. Someone reached out to me to add people to the server, like other end users, to give them access, and I needed their IDs, and she didn't give me their IDs. She just gave me their email addresses. That's not gonna help me. I need their ID to add them to the server, not their email address. And she never responded back with their IDs. So, oh well, not my problem. For today, it's not my problem. So maybe next week she'll come back with it. We'll see. But what do I need to do? So I need to get some numbers out to people today once the data is refreshed and reloaded for another report. So hopefully that refreshes by noon today. Let me go back to working on this code in Teradata. Actually, I've been using Teradata SQL Assistant to develop code for a project for so I've been working on this one project for this vendor that we work with. Like, we're selling their products, I guess you could say. So, or service, it's a service. So we're pushing that or service this month. And I developed the code for it, and I think I told you, I developed the code, someone else built the dashboard, and there's some additional data points that they're asking for, and it's just like, no. You don't get access to all of our customer info. You get access to information specifically about this product, and they're wanting to know other information about our customers that I don't have approval to share, and I don't feel comfortable sharing it, because you're wanting to know what other services they have, what other products they have, what are the opportunities, which I get it as far as like wanting to know opportunities, but that's still giving you access to data that may not specifically, I may not be able to give, like, because when we look at opportunities, we're looking at the amount of customer touches that we have, right? You're wanting to know that that information is included in this opportunity report that you want, or they want me to create, because it doesn't exist today. So you're wanting to see how many opportunities employees actually have, which comes down to how many sales opportunities, customers that don't have this service. You're wanting to know how many of our customers don't have your service, which I don't think we can give you. I don't think that's any of your business. I think it's more so how many customers, like, we're giving them information about how many customers are getting the service, how many customers are downloading their app and using the app. So We're giving them that information, but they're wanting to know, okay, so how many sales opportunities do we have? Like, how many of your customers don't have our product that are interacting with your sales employees that are not taking it? I don't think we can give that information out, but it's not my call. Like, the powers that be, my manager's taking it back because, and then they also asked, okay, how many of your customers have this specific product? And this specific product and this other specific product. Like, I don't think that's any of your business that you need to know how many of our customers have other products that's not yours, you know? Like, that piece, I'm just like, no, doesn't matter. Like, I don't think we can give that information out to you, but again, we'll see. It's tricky dealing with vendors when you are selling their products. They want to know so much information, which will help them. However, that is it called proprietary? I think it's considered proprietary information. Like, look, you're wanting to know the secrets and we're not telling. So let's go back to working on this code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to not run it. I want to automate it. So I want to schedule it. Well, no, I need to look at it. There were some people that weren't returning back with specific fields of information when I did. Let me pull up the test file. So this is what we do. Like, for this specific like report that I'm building, where is my test file at? Test file. So I copied my results out of the database and I put it in Excel, and I have the employee information and I have the count of employees that fall within each specific category. And then on a different tab, I have it broken out. But there's a couple fields that are blank or null, null, has no values there. So I'm looking to see if I'm assuming this means that they don't have one. I don't know why. So I'm going to check this table in the database for a couple of employees to kind of troubleshoot it. I may do a coalesce. I may need to do a coalesce in the code, and that just allows me to use another field. Like, if one field is blank, it'll bring in another field in its place. So I may end up doing that. So I'm going to select these employees or test an employee out in the database. So I'm checking the employee to see if they have this info, this specific column of data. Oh, their record updated 10/9. Okay, so previously they didn't, but today it looks like they do for the record that updated for, when did this update? This updated yesterday? Okay, so I need to update this for current day -2 since it's 2 days in arrears. So let me do this. Let me select it again. Okay, we still have some people with blanks, but let me check them individually. And we have a call that we need to get on in a minute, and I need to reach out to the person that this is for and have them tell me, hey, did you look at it? I sent it to you in Slack. Did you look at it? What am I using for this field? Why is it not showing up when I do level? Oh, I'm looking at this for the wrong name. You don't have, why not? Oh no, I might be doing this wrong. Are you guys in the right? Oh Lord, I need to redo this. Okay. Okay, so why aren't you showing up though? Okay, so you are in a level 24, but what are you? What is your title? Okay, let me see if this is the same for other employees, because I may need to change the field that I'm using in my report, because some of these columns change in the hierarchy. Some of these columns change depending on, yeah, see this says, why are they different? Level 32, I don't know why they aren't static. See, for you, it's a 5 and a 4, but someone else, it's a 1 and a 2. Like, why? I don't understand why these databases change like this. This is stupid, but okay. This is neither here nor there. I don't know what to put for them other than, like, this is what it is. Like, assumptions can be made, but I don't know. I would like to have a set field that I can use, but can't really. Okay. I need to hop on this call with my team for us to just do a quick review of projects, and I'll check back with you in a bit. Good morning. For what? What do you mean by, well, I guess we need to clarify what you mean by without usage, because the data is so, like, for the month of October, we have, like, at level is so little, you know, because we've had, like, what was it, almost 4,000 ads so far, but when you spread that out at around 1,400, it's not going to look like very much. I can go back and double check. But I just want to say, like, keep in mind, we're not technically including all the sales in our numbers because there are some, I guess, modifications we had to make based on, you know, legal and compliance. So for example, like, we're not including if it was a same day removal. So if it was removed and re-added same day, it doesn't have to be by the same rep. We're not counting those. If we had a situation, even if it was in the same month, like someone removed it October 1st and then October 10th, it was that's not being included in our numbers. So I can share it. Like I don't know, did I share this yesterday in the team? Maybe I didn't, but I was looking at like the level sales and the engagement percent. Like you have some, like they're at 100%. Yeah. And I mean, I get their concern because when we look at the all-in number, yes, there are a lot of customers so far adding it with no usage. You know, that's true. Like 70% are not using it. So, and I think for us, we see it's better because it's better in comparison to September, but also the month is early. Like we're looking at engagement. So let's say if the customer got it on the first of the month, we are going to be looking through the end of the month to capture if they, you know, also used it. So our team meeting went good. Got some updates, got a lot of new information about projects that are coming to us, as well as just modifications to existing requests, additional insights for existing requests. So my manager asked that I make there's a project that I've been working on for this outside vendor. That one, she presented that information, and because the rates are so low, the thought is that like we're selling a service that customers aren't using, pretty much. That's the thought. But I guess I just need to explain how the reporting is working, like how I built out the code for this is that like it is for a specific purpose. We are not saying that it was never used. We are just saying it was added. And we're looking at whether or not the customer we're looking at whether or not the customer is using it on or after the date in which they get the service. So yeah, I don't know what else you build a report for a specific purpose or create code for a specific purpose, and people want to look at it 50 million different ways. And it's like, that's not what the intended purpose was for. You know, like I built it to look at, you got this service. Did you, after that point, use the service? It doesn't mean, and we're only looking at it for the current month's time frame. It's not to say that the customer will never use it. It's just they haven't used it yet. That's the only thing. And I'm not looking at whether or not they use, because you can switch services. Like you can still keep the same essential service, but switch the type of service you have. For example, let's say you have Comcast internet. You can keep Comcast internet, but you can get a higher speed or something like that. Just change your package, you know, that kind of thing. So it's not to say that you will never use your internet. It's just, since you switched service, have you used it? You know, have you used it since you've switched your service? And it's not to say that you will never use it, but you may not have used it since you switched your package, you know? So maybe that's a bad example. I don't know, but that's just essentially what they're asking. Like, I'm looking at, you got this, okay? You switched, or you got it brand new. Since that date forward, have you used it? And the usage rate is low, and that's what they're concerned about. Look, I can't force anybody to use anything they're paying for, but if you're agreeing to it, I don't know what else to tell you, you know? Like, all right. But anyways, I need to modify this code for the project that I was working on earlier today that I told you about I got some feedback as to so I need to combine code from another project that I've been working on. They asked that I add that into this. So I'm grabbing that code. What I'm doing now is formatting the string data. So when you're working in SQL anything that you're inserting as a string, you need to have it formatted where it has like the single quotes around it. And I'm looking at titles, and there's a few different titles from this specific channel. So I need to, well, there's 23 titles. So I'm formatting it as a string. We have this tool where it'll auto format it for you. You just paste it in each row and it will format it as a string for you. So I'm using that, and then I'm going to put this in my code and test it out to make sure it's working correctly. So I just need to pull these additional titles in, and I also need to see the channel name. But I think their channel, but let me run this code so I can just see what it looks like so far since I've added in those titles. I'm only adding in active employees. I got the titles. I want to add something that I can call out this specific work group of people. Let me pull back a sample. I may have to end up creating a table, like a temporary table with them separate, and maybe do a union where I just union it and stack it on top of my other data, because the way this work group is structured is so freaking different, and I can't label them the way. And then he's about, like, their current leader is about to leave anyways. Like, he's retiring from the business, so I'm gonna have to modify this code next year when he leaves. This is what happens, like, in order to get certain work groups, because we don't have them, like, you have to kind of hard code in like leaders IDs or leaders names in order to assign them. Like, you know, this specific channel, but no one has consistent titles. No one has a work group that's consistent listed. Like, you can have people listed under sales, but they are this specific type of sales. So you have to break them down further than what's in your hierarchy. And it can be confusing because people want it broken down. And some of these things you have to hard code in with specific IDs. But when those leaders leave the business or change roles, then you have to change your code, which can be annoying, but it is what it is. Did I not run this? Oh, it is running. It's just going very slow. All right, so I'm currently testing out some of my code. It's just requiring me to rerun the code a bit more so I can find where I need to fine tune it a bit more and make some adjustments, because with adding in this additional work group, I have some people showing up that should not be in here. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to eliminate them. Let me see if I put level. Oh, it's a lot of records. I think everything was okay, so I think I've been able to narrow down my code a bit more by adding in some additional filters into like my where statement to filter down the results to certain leaders in the hierarchy so that it only pulls back their results. Hopefully, again, these are hard coded in because there's not like a specific department breakdown. You have to kind of create it on your own. So I created this table, this temp table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the table and recreate it with this current structure, send this report back out to them and with the modifications that were requested to have them review and approve it. Oh my goodness. Like, these people just won't stop. Like, the vendor that we're working with, they set up a call. I'm just seeing the email. Yeah, I don't know what they want from me for like, y'all. Like, the stuff they're asking for and reporting, like the one of the managers emailed me, hey, can we get this reporting? It's not my call. I sent it to my manager. She needs to talk to y'all about it. It's not my call, because they asked for something else before and it came back, no, we can't provide them those data points. So yeah, no, unfortunately. Why are y'all showing in here? Because I don't know if you're showing in this other. Let me double check, because I don't remember seeing this type. Who are you people? I don't think I need this title. Okay, let me go through all of these. Let's try this again, because that should delete some people. Okay, hopefully this is it. Let me drop this table, recreate it, and do this other part. Oh, okay. I need to make another modification and pull these people out, because this is not. So I'm just doing a case statement, or adjusting my case statement so that when titles fall within this group of people, then it gives me this. else it'll give me this, because I tried doing it by the leader. It's not capturing everyone based on the leader because there's someone else like that have people with the same title, and I honestly don't know if this person should have. Like, I don't know. I don't know who these people are, honestly. And I don't know why they have people with this title, whether or not they should be included in this count or not. Forgot my parentheses. Okay, so I think I'm good. I'm just going to put it on this file, and I'm gonna do a subquery to clean this up a bit, because all of the columns that's in my original data set, I need it there in case I need to go modify something, but I don't need it in the final data set. So I'm gonna do a subquery off of it, which is just selecting specific columns from the all-in data set that I created. So let me actually going to indent the code a bit here. Select, come down from, open parentheses, close parentheses, as A. So I copied my columns into an Excel file. I'm just going to transpose the columns, and then I'm going to do the concact function so that I can put my comma, my alias for this subquery, and then the actual field name. I like to do that in Excel so I don't have to do it for multiple field names, especially, well, because you have multiple field names, like it's easier to use the concact function so you're not having to manually type it out every time. So I don't know if there's a better or faster way, but that's just what I do. Okay, drag this down. These three. I'm gonna try, well, yeah, I do need to create the table. And I have another call. Oh, my index. Okay, yeah. Let's change that. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna send this back out to them to review, saying, hey, here's the updated file with the adjustments made, review, provide approval. And if they're good with these changes, then I can go ahead and start making the dashboard. But actually, before I even go into making a dashboard, I need to work on this ask from my manager and provide some insights about this report to kind of explain it, what I did, what the parameters are, that kind of thing. See, writing in caps, like when you're coding, I don't know, am I the only one that codes in caps in SQL? Like everything caps. It's easier to read for me. Okay, let me just put this call.